Bridges. I'm going to be analysing the James Bond film Casino Royale. Casino Royale was the first James Bond film with Daniel Craig starring James Bond. Although it is the 21st James Bond film, it is set at the start of Bond's career as a 00 agent, where he is earning his licence to kill. Casino Royale was directed by Martin Campbell, who has also directed the earlier Pierce Brosnan film GoldenEye. Casino Royale follows a linear narrative, which means the story is told as it happens. However, the start of the film includes a flashback.
Your file shows no kills, and it takes 2.
That is the only case of using a non-linear narrative. The equilibrium in films generally follows the same pattern. There is equilibrium at the start of the film because things are normal and the world is in balance. However, as the film goes on, something disturbs this peace and the world becomes unbalanced and things aren't normal. This means there is disequilibrium in the film. Then the hero is trying to stop whatever is disturbing this peace, and then by the end of the film, the normal state of the world is restored, and this is called new equilibrium. However, in Casino Royale, the equilibrium doesn't quite follow this pattern. At the start of the film, things aren't quite normal because MI6 have just realised that one of their agents is selling information to terrorists. However, it is close enough to call it the equilibrium. Then a chief comes in and he disturbs the peace of the world because he is organising terrorist acts. So James Bond has to stop him. This is then disequilibrium. But the end of the film doesn't finish the story. It carries on into the next James Bond film, Quantum of Solace. So the end of the film is still at the state of disequilibrium. The new equilibrium is not met until the next film. The characters in Casino Royale follow the same general characters in other films. These include 8 characters: the hero, the villain, the princess, the donor, the helper, the father, the dispatcher and the false hero. The hero is obviously James Bond himself.
Every penny of it.
He is the MI6 secret agent who goes out fighting the bad guys and saving the day. He uses his brute force and fighting skills to beat the villains. As well as his spot-on aiming. The villain in Casino Royale is the Chief. The Chief is a financer of international terrorism, and in the film he is suggested to have been involved with Al-Qaeda making secret plans to arrange the 9/11 attack. The Chief suffers from hemolacria, so he basically cries blood. This makes him look even more evil. The princess in the film is Vesper Lynd, who James Bond fell in love with. She was sent to make sure he manages the funds given by MI6.
I'm the money.
However, this princess is also the false hero of the film. She was also working for the terrorist group Quantum, who are the very organisation MI6 were trying to stop. However, she wasn't willing to be this person, and only did what she did because Quantum took her lover Yusuf hostage and threatened to kill him if she does not cooperate. However, she did leave Mr. White's phone number for Bond so he could find him. Vesper died by drowning in front of Bond. He didn't take this too well.
Job's done. The bitch is dead.
However, it turns out that Vesper's lover was an agent for Quantum and seduced women to fall in love with him. He would then be taken hostage and the woman would become double agents to get him back. The donor in James Bond films is usually Q, but in Casino Royale, Q isn't in it. So the dispatcher is M because she prepares Bond on what to do and gives him the instructions. The helper is the CIA agent Felix Leiter. He is in the poker tournament and pulls out to give James Bond the money when Bond runs out of it.
Listen, I'm bleeding chips. I'm not gonna last much longer. You have a better chance, I'll stake you. I'm saying I'll give you the money to keep going.
James Bond doesn't have any parents because they died when he was young. But the father figure in Casino Royale is M, because she is the one who understands James Bond the most and guides him through his life as a 00 agent. M is also the dispatcher because she sends Bond off to do his missions. I really like Casino Royale because of all the exciting fighting scenes and the dark storyline. Thanks for watching.